Okay, I did it.
Like, hi, everybody. Happy holidays. Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.
I can't even see.
Do I? Okay, let me
See,
see.
that's what I'm missing. I'm missing a little drinky drink. That's what I'm
Oh,
missing.
okay. Go get it. We'll wait for you.
I'm gonna be
I
back.
about to say, I want to say,
Okay.
I told Kayla, I want to say it's been a week, but it has been a
That's
month.
what. Yes,
It
it's
ain't
been a
been a
week.
week for me. Y'all know I went to the show
It's
yesterday,
been
so
a
I
month.
definitely had 3
I
shots.
saw that. I saw that.
Something. I was pissed because I got last minute tickets and we were sitting so high, but I had fun with the young people up there. I said all of the college kids were up there with me. They spent their 60 like me, and I said I'm gonna blend right on in. I'm just a 7th year senior up there with the kids. Okay,
How many years?
7th year senior, 7th year senior. I had a
Oh,
group of them that puts me late 30s. It was a good time. It was a good time up there with the kids. It was a good time, child.
I had a good time. I know one time, I think the last time I went to Houston, we had a plan to go to a TSU game and it rained like crazy. But right before we had a plan to go to brunch and then like chill out. I think we ended up going to the mall or something like that. And then we were going to chill out until it was time to go to the game that night. But at the brunch, it turned out to be some kind of karaoke brunch and the
Mhm.
radio station was there. So everybody that sang, they gave them 2 tickets to the Millennium Tour.
Is that Bow Wow? That one?
It was Sammy and
That was a good show. I went there. Here,
the
here.
Yang Twins and
I missed.
Omarion, Bow Wow. It was a bunch of people. It was a bunch of people. This was about 3 years ago. And so because they gave my one friend the ticket, my other friend was like right behind her on the sheet for karaoke. So we ended up winning tickets. But it was like, dang, we're gonna find somebody and see if they want the tickets because we had already planned to go to the game. But then as soon as we left brunch, like right before we about to leave brunch, my friend was like, wait, because it say it's gonna rain. Let's see if it's gonna rain. I was like, okay. It rained like a dog. So we ended up going to the show so we can still have something to do. But it was way up yonder with the kiddie pools. I was like, first of all, Auntie Lisa ain't getting up for all of this, man.
Mariah was so extra. She like, I'm paranoid up here. My anxiety. I said, first of all, baby, have a good time because first of all, when we got up there, I don't. If I'm that high in the 200s, I don't like sitting by the rail because that does give me anxiety. We were far away from the rail, girl. You could put your wall. You could have sat on that last row, put your back on the wall, have fun. But we did have a good
You
time.
did not say you could put your back on the.
That's how high we were. Our row was like W or V or something. But once you get that high, I don't know if y'all know this.
I've never been that high.
Once you get that high, they don't even put letters on the seats anymore.
Just sit where you at. General admission.
I was so mad a girl had security come up there. Like, baby, just find a seat and sit
Wait,
down.
where's the letter at? Show me the letter. You said what? No letters in them?
It
Oh,
was no letters. We were looking for the letters. A girl was like, baby, they don't even put them up this high. I said, oh, okay.
we gonna just sit
I
down.
had so much fun up there with the little kids. Let me tell you something. That was and after that man taking 2.5 hours to get up on that stand,
I could have told you that. You
I'm
should have.
happy I didn't spend 175 on that ticket.
No, because see, this what you. I don't never get to no concert before 9 o'clock.
Listen, they said, Mel, you was sitting with Jesus. Y'all, I took off work because I get off work at 8 o'clock. So I took off so that I could be there in time, at least be there because I knew it was going to take me an hour to get down there.
Okay, here we go.
I could have worked, did my makeup, and still been there on time.
Went and got a meal.
All it, and still been there on time. That's probably one of my biggest things. I think it started too late. I did not like the DJ, which is different for Atlanta. I think Atlanta has great DJs, but that DJ maybe just wasn't his night. Maybe he didn't care, but
What's wrong with you?
turn me up. I'm already waiting 2.5 hours for an artist.
2.5 years plus 2.5 hours.
Like turn the crowd up. Like the crowd supposed in Atlanta, I give the crowd this. It's always a good crowd. Now they were really mean to his artists. I mean,
They were.
Kayla, I wish I had video. He was saying stuff like, give a hand clap to my artist. And I'm like ready to scream, like, woo. And when I tell you, people looking at me because they are silent. Atlanta's a tough crowd. They are a tough crowd.
It's so much going through my head. I'll talk to you.
I wonder why JT throwing stuff at the crowd. Y'all better quit.
Y'all, this was a tough crowd. And I commend those young men for going out there because that was a tough crowd. She said, now, if you can make it on time, they was late. Missy, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Mariah was like, Mom, it started at 7. We got there like 7:55, 8 o'clock. I said, yeah, we sat down. I said, now what you have to say? Because we're really early.
We were really early.
But I thought it was a good show. It started off right. I think something was going on with his sound or something. So he was consistently like messing with his ears. I really think that, people are talking about his performance. I really think he said he doesn't.
I haven't seen anything good.
I will say this. He said that he does not like performing a lot of those songs. And I think a lot of that has to deal with being cautious of what he says, his ad libs, because at one point, I'm not lying, I think the man was trying to throw up a chopper. But he called himself. And I think that's a lot for an artist.
That's probably like a lot. Like I can't even be free with it.
I can't be myself. I can't really be me because damn, who watching?
But Fonnie can get up there and be herself on the stage.
Exactly.
The self she was today.
Exactly. So I just think people need to give him some grace. That's different. A lot of other artists, I'll say Gunna. I was at Gunna's show, and Gunna show, I think the vibe was different for me. I realized like I listen to Gunna, but I don't listen to Gunna. I know more lyrics, so I had a better time at the show, but that's just because I know more songs, know more lyrics. But I think they both were great shows, and if you're a fan of either artist, you had a great time.
I'm always of the mind that the live show is always 100 times better. Playing the music. So I have a thing about being in with live music anyway. Yeah, but I can imagine exactly what you're saying, that if he can say or
he said it, he told the crowd, I can't say this, but y'all can. Like, do you know how I'm an artist, I'm an Aries. I don't like to be put in a box. Do you know how that would make an artist feel? I can't say.
I already know.
Like that. Think about you as a person when you have to bite your tongue for people, like, and that on top of the music, and you're not even thinking it. What if them songs are triggering? I just be thinking too deep, but I'm like, what if those songs trigger him? When they play halftime, all I was thinking about Court. When they play halftime, I was thinking about
Court. I was about to say they play some of them songs, and all he remembers the last time he heard it, they was in court. Like, it might not be a good memory. The other thing is, I almost would probably be triggered by the songs they didn't play in court. Because what, you finna come back and get me on this? Like, you ain't say nothing about this then, but now you got something to say.
I don't think people thought about that enough. And then, that was just my 2 cents on it. If you're an artist, like for me, I went to the Mary J. Blige concert. This is a legend, okay? And the crowd sang half her songs. And if y'all can give Mary grace, baby, I can give that man the same grace. Because I just feel like when artists have songs, the crowd gonna pop it anyway. They're gonna pop it. The crowd's gonna have a good time. I think the energy was off at the beginning, but it sounded like the sound was off. It picked up once it seemed like they fixed his sound, and it was a good show. So that was it. Alice, oh God, I think T's gonna talk about. I haven't seen it yet. I have to watch it. Y'all know I've been at work. And you know what, Shayna? I hate to bring that up, but the man is sober now.
That's another one. I was going to say, did he seem different? I was going to say two things. But I was going to say that, but I was leading back to Shayna about him being sober. The other thing is, we saw him put on some sober jail weight. You know, he might not be able to hop around like that with that extra weight on him. When you start putting extra weight on, you got to lower that heel a little bit. Like you can't just be hopping around.
Yeah, I think, I just think, there's a lot that I don't know, people just being too messy for me. Like that, I was there. That show got packed. So for people like,
At the end of the day, it was packed out. He made his money. He fulfilled the obligation. He did his probation. He did what he needed to do, and he got to come to Atlanta because he banned from that bitch. So
it was a benefit concert, and I saw a girl like, oh my God, Gunna tickets.
And did he get engaged? A win is a win.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. He won. I guarantee you, if nobody came to that concert, what he really wanted to do was come to Atlanta for the holidays. I'm sure he wanted to see some people. I'm sure he wasn't going to be able to do it for Christmas. I'm sure he wouldn't have been able to get that approved. So he got to get as close as he can. I'm pretty sure it was strategic in a way too, because one, he know people going to pop out. He know people going to want to see him. And to be honest, I'm sure more people showed up waiting to see him flop than people showed up genuinely wanting to see him, soar. So at the end of the day, that was a win for him. He packed it out. He made the money. He fulfilled the obligation. That's one check off his probation for the year. Brian still sitting up there in the hoodie up at the damn thing. And
I didn't get to see them.
And he got it. Like, it was a win. He got to be home for the holidays. He's singing "I'll Be Home for Christmas."
Yeah, I just think, I've seen on X like people were in the crowd saying stuff about the Gunna show. Literally, I was there. I went with one of my friends, and my friend, he said he was in there like NBA YoungBoy show was better. Different vibes for different artists. YoungBoy show, I will say that Gunna's music is very mellow. It gives somebody's high on some lean and just chilling. It does. It's very even.
Yeah.
And people were kind of like that during
sorry, y'all. So sorry.
And when you think about like Thug got mellow songs, he's got turn up songs. So it's a little
wait. I heard you say one thing because I can hear. I just doing a million things. So it wasn't a benefit concert, right?
No, it was.
So what does that mean?
It had it on the screens as well. So I think this went towards one of his probation terms.
Yeah, okay, so but I'm saying, so all the money went to like a charity or something.
Yeah. And I wonder if that's why the tickets didn't like go crazy. I don't know because the most I ever saw the tickets were like 200. But my thing is, for artists as big as him, a win is a win. You pay 200. You pay. I tickets to see Gunna. I think my friend paid like $4. I paid this for Beyonce. So the fact that he was able to even cap the tickets at anything, win is win.
Yeah. Win is a win. He packed it out. He got to come to Atlanta for Christmas.
Yeah.
Got engaged. He took a check off his to-do list. And win, lose, or draw, but good, bad, or ugly. Y'all talking about him today.
Yeah.
Today. We're talking about him. But I had a good time. You get no complaints out of me. I screamed. I'm telling you, I had fun with those little kids.
I always have fun at a concert. I told you at that Millennium Tour, I ended up at in Houston. I ended up at the top with some. Okay. Oh, it's big on. But he got. I think I was sitting up there. Look.
Photo bomb.
I wish I could show y'all what my two is doing right now. They both laid up together like this in the bed, sleep.
That been big on our new nephew. They've been
I saw that. I was like,
every time. I ain't babysitting. I ain't keeping no kids. You always want somebody to keep you. Next thing you know, I got them. I'm just gonna take them with me.
I'm gonna just see.
I need Shannon to get up and wake that baby up because after we get off, I'm trying to go outside. This is 1 year since he been out today. He got out this time.
So y'all going to?
I was getting ready to say that the fact that we did our Christmas show last year on YSL and get started with WTF, and then the fact that Thug had a concert right when we about to do the next WTF.
I love it.
But I did not know this was 1 year of him coming. Oh, go Shannon.
This time, right now, Miss Sylvia was somewhere dropping the phone, missing the
filming the sky, filming the sky, the ground.
She was there. I said I was going to get caught up on Miss Sylvia's that Cecil case. I didn't know what it was until I started seeing these jail calls and these people was threatening her.
I saw it on TikTok and I said,
That
wait a
man
minute.
went got a private investigator. They did.
What are y'all talking about? What?
Someone threatened Miss Sylvia, and you know what?
You talking about in the Ernesto case?
No, this guy's name is Cecil something. I think he was just indicted for the unaliving. Like I think it was originally like a domestic violence case, and then the woman came up missing, and then something like that. And I guess
it's not the lady that was married to the strawberry lady. It's not the man that was married to the strawberry lady.
No, this guy's name is Cecil something.
Okay.
Yeah, but she started dropping his I guess jail calls. I guess she put in a request and got his jail calls and stuff, and it started going blammer all over TikTok or something. And he didn't got pissed, so she got them jail calls too of him pissed. Talking about he got a PI, somebody named Sylvia, infamous Sylvania. He said he messed her name up all the time, and he said I'm gonna get that heifer. I'm sick of this. It's like she's mind her business. Like, oh, he talking crazy on the phone. And she didn't got his video visits and everything. So I just started watching the damn jail calls, but I don't know about the case. So I got to go back and figure out about this case because I guess it was just like a DV situation. And then the lady turned up unalived and then he was indicted while waiting for the DV situation. He was indicted for the unaliving. It's something crazy, but he didn't call it everything but a child of God. He be going crazy. Every time he dropped her name, she dropped the video.
I didn't know Miss Sylvia was the one releasing the videos, child.
Miss Sylvia be outside, okay?
What too? I don't talk about her like that, but then I realized I was on her page. I said, "Oh shit!" Well, she released it. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna have to go find out." Hey, you know, she's on TikTok like for information. She TikTok to like promote. So I gotta go over to her YouTube and watch so I can get the information. But
okay, wait, hold on, guys. So we got like almost 200 people on here, and that's good. So in the meantime, before we finish tonight, we are going to announce the 3 families we picked to sponsor. We all picked a family. But while this is going on, you still have a chance. I'm not going to ship everything out until probably Friday. So anybody that's on here that we already have the people, so it'll be too late to enter in. But if you guys still want to participate and sponsor and buy something off of the toy drive list, we would really appreciate it. Right now, we are at 40 toys, guys.
I hope you guys know it was random. We put in a little wheel thingy.
Yeah, we had to go find a random picker app.
We are at 40 toys, so that is great. We will be able to. That's a nice amount to be able to actually send something to someone. Because my kids ain't even getting 10 toys.
Listen, I've been trying to figure out where to get these kids. I said
these are little like yours. I used to love when Mariah was that small, baby. I would rack up Barbies. You have so much,
but it's different now. These kids are different. They want Roblox and
I was about to say
Mariah sent me a necklace. She sent me an Hermes bracelet. I said, Mariah.
No, I'm talking about these little baby kids. They not baby
I'm about
kids
to say,
anymore. They don't want toys.
They don't. Dallas
and if
came
I buy a toy,
said, I want to watch.
Money.
Yeah, Dallas came to me and said, I want to watch. I'm like, okay, you want like a little smart watch or something? I'll find you a little watch. Or I know they got the watches through T-Mobile where you can track your key and stuff. He said, no. And I'm like, my Apple Watch right here. I'm like, you want like, Mom, you can get on there, you can call, and it like the one I found, you can program like 5 numbers in it, only on emergencies, all of this other stuff. He like, no. I want like Dad's watch. I said, a fucking break? Like Mom's broke. That's Dad about that. You do what? Like
he all of mine does foolishness like that.
I said, you want to what?
My child, listen, T. Mariah said, Mom, can you just she sent me a list. My child, I never have to wonder what she wants. She texts me stuff all the time.
My niece sent the list with
me about 20 things, right? And I'm gonna buy about 10 to 12 of the items. She said the other day, can you just tell me what you're gonna buy so that I can just make sure I don't buy it or someone else does it? I said, okay, cool. I'm gonna tell you. Do I still need to wrap your gifts? She said, please.
but you know what you're getting. Listen, my
I like unwrapping gifts.
and see, Martreesa, that's what we did. We replaced their tablets because they did have tablets, but Denver's tablet looked like a dinosaur chewed on it in one spot because he's had this tablet since he was 3. He's now 5, so it went through, terrible 2s, trying 3s, stuff like that. So it's time for him to get a new one. But when it came time, I was like, I don't know if we're gonna get him a new tablet or the iPads or what we're gonna do, because now they have these little phones they play with on the Wi-Fi. But Dallas, you want a new phone? Dallas want a watch? Then no. See, this is why he act like this. This is why he act like this, Auntie Laura. Okay, because first of all, thank y'all so much. I pray that these kids have a Christmas like y'all gave my baby his birthday, because on YouTube, the Jay Sayers put together, had Dallas do an Amazon wish list for his birthday in October. And baby, I don't know what to do after this. Like, he's got everything. I don't know what to do. So, and he like, Mom, I just, when I put on my hoodie and I lift up the hood, I'm drippy. Baby, he's drippy. First, I said, you drippy? That's my money. Like, you ain't drippy? You ain't buying it? Like, iPhone or iPad is all she wants. You got to be an eye. Like,
kids are so different now, because do you remember like being a kid and just going through the sales paper and like just kind of circling what you wanted? Now, I don't even know if kids do that. Do they still give you a set? Do they still have sales?
Now, wait a minute. They do send those out, but it's not like the Toys R Us book. It's Amazon sends a toy book. I made a mistake of letting them walk to the mailbox with me, and that book was in there. And heaven, God help us. But he's in the Fast and Furious, so we've been thinking about stuff for that. And Denver, he's into Sonic, and it's an anime character or something. So
Hendrix is into Pokemon and Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
my niece loves Stitch. That was on one of her. My niece sent a list.
Some people love Stitch. I don't know how much people love Stitch. They love Stitch.
Is she a junior this year?
Oh,
no,
look.
This year.
Is
you guys do that? Listen, when I went to Ohio last time, I went to Ohio for the wedding. I had some Stitch socks on, just completely random, pull them out the sock drawer. And my niece was like, you can leave them. These are socks. I have them on. Like, you can't have my socks. They was like, oh yeah, she don't play about Stitch. I said, oh.
My niece loves Stitch.
Well, since I had married into some children, it's a lot of them. So everybody getting equal, and people gotta reduce. I asked Kingston, I said, Kingston, what you think is a reasonable amount for Christmas? This man told me $3,000
per kid or for everybody.
For him, I don't know.
See, Mariah's birthday, Kayla, that's what she texted me. She said, hey, just FYI, I'd like $2,000 for my birthday. I said, excuse me?
Okay. Is that for all inclusive for the birthday party and shenanigans?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So Kingston got about $1,500. He said he wants $600 for his birthday. He said he wanted $600 in cash so he could take a picture like this. And then he had his dad came down here from Atlanta. Right. He had 2 parties. Well, he had a party. I spent so much money. I took him and like 5 of his friends to bowling, a haunted house, out to eat, all kind of stuff. And gave him money, shoes, all kinds of stuff. So, but I told him for Christmas, I never spend money on Christmas gifts. I always do a trip. And so we're going to Denver this year. And last year we did Tennessee. The year before that we did Africa. The year before that we did Mexico. So I always go shopping in January because the stuff go on super sale. Super sale. And then but 3,000. So then when I told him 3,000 was not an option, he said, well, you could just buy me a car.
So we're gonna swap. These kids are different.
Hendrix, she said she don't want nothing but a bike and a Pokemon thing.
Hold on, Laura, Barchi gifts.
Don't forget, don't leave Barchi out.
y'all Barchi real quick. Come here, Barchi. Let me show you Barchi. She has a lot of hair on her right now. But look, stand up, Barchi. Y'all see her little sweater?
That is so cute.
She has a little sweater. She has
God. Okay, well, I'm gonna stick to finding this watch, or not that watch, but a watch, because
Seven got so much Christmas outfits. I'm gonna take him some pictures because he's so mean. He mean like his daddy. So Shannon said he need to dress up like the Grinch because he is a Grinch. He mean. He don't like nobody to touch. He only like me.
He not mean. He's selective.
He only like you, Kayla.
He halfway like Hendrix. He don't even know Kingston. Kingston be trying, but I bought him this, y'all. This is so funny.
Oh, how cute is this?
Oh,
I can't wait.
I can't see the baby. Oh my God.
I can't wait.
He finna put this on it. I'm finna take his 2-month-old pictures.
Kayla, are you just having a ball with the baby girl?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Oh, let me put the link in the chat for the Amazon thing, y'all.
It's sometimes. I think him and Kingston favorite too. And then I see Shannon. Then I see Kayla.
No, I only see Hendrix and baby Shannon. He looked just like baby Shannon to me.
You got to post that little side by side one day.
Yeah. Somebody else on the Instagram told me 546. They was like, he looked just like baby Shannon. I don't even know who it is. It's like a little page. I don't even know who it is, but I know it's somebody that knows us because they calling the boy baby Shannon, the youngest Shannon. How about find now see this is what I don't like. So if I send one of y'all the link, y'all got the link to, can one of y'all put the link?
Oh, wait, I got the shortened link. I think that's what it is.
Because
I'll find it. I was trying to post it one day and I couldn't. I think I had you send me the shortened link. So give me 2 seconds because I do have it. I do.
And then we can get started.
Y'all, thank y'all for the catch up. I have missed you guys. I know I haven't been live. I need to be apologizing, but y'all know this little holiday season is already a lot. It's already a lot for me. And then throw this job on top of it. That still looks long.
That's the shortened one. The other one will not go in there. So that's why I think it was like last week or a week before they were like, we're trying to post it and you can't. And I'm like, okay. And I had Kayla send me the shortened one because we've been posting it in the chat while we've been watching Court for Brian Walsh.
Y'all don't do it. When I was putting on this sweater today, I was reminded of
we get all the coins.
Last year, y'all, I remember once, and it's so funny that Kayla mentioned that today is the day Shannon, they beat the case, everything. I remember once this case was over, I remember shutting that laptop down, and I think I sat in my mom's room.
Wait, Mel. This is not the day they beat the case. He sat in jail 3 weeks after.
Oh yeah, he was in jail. Okay, so
this is the day he actually got out.
He actually got
you off.
Okay, so thank you.
That part, he was the first one to get out 3 weeks later.
The end of YSL, the end of the YSL case, I think I shut that computer down. Then that means it was even longer than I thought. And
I think it was like December 3rd.
And I was just at the house looking at the walls for a very long time. I haven't been looking at the walls, guys. So look, that's an improvement from last year, but still rough nonetheless. But a little better. So I'll get back on it. I think no fun. We haven't done funny yet.
Haven't done nothing. We just been talking.
We can get ready for right. We just been running our mouths.
Y'all, I've been cooking dinner. I got a confession. That's why I keep getting up.
Yeah, you making
and you want to know it's ready. And I started when we went live, and we haven't even been live. It's only 30 minutes. Spaghetti.
I was like, something quick. I see.
Yes, because Hendrix, as soon as I came in, she was like, I'm starving. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, I threw some turkey wings in that crock pot this morning.
Y'all so good. Meanwhile, my child got to go figure it out.
They gonna be mad when they gotta watch this baby.
I ain't gonna lie to you. If my child asks me for $2,000, I'm gonna be distraught. I'm gonna go ahead. You got to figure it out too, and it's coming out that 2,000. Because what? Well, Mariah grown, but still, what she got to do?
So when you get grown, the number goes down, not up.
She doesn't see it.
What I will say is my mom still makes us like Easter baskets and stuff, but it's adult Easter baskets. Like it's in there. You got your detergent, your dryer sheets. Listen, when the first year I got a car, it was jumper cables in there and everything you needed for a car. Like back then I was like, what the heck you give me this for? But now I'll be looking forward to the detergent and all these household supplies and cleaning products and be in a good, nice basket, get a new laundry basket. Yeah, I'd be like, come on, mama. She come through.
You don't understand. Mariah, we always joke. I like recently have been having this joke, like I'm gonna have a baby, playing with Mariah. She's like, if you have a baby, I hope that baby doesn't cut into my money. Like she's just
you need to make some more money.
It took Mariah, it took her until she was in 9th grade to accept my son.
Well, I won't falter on that because my mom tell everybody she got 3 girls and we all think we the only child. So
yeah, it's really funny with my child, and my whole family is so used to it. I told her, I said, I'll get you some from Tiffany. You know, I'm thinking $500 budget. She was sending me stuff. I said, child, now you need to remember who your mom is. Work within my budget, okay?
Listen, I go to work. I am regular. That's why I always tell my kids, mom is broke. Dad's rich. Mom is broke. I tell them that. Ask Dad right now. He'll say, mom's broke. You got to ask Dad. Keep that mentality, please.
No, she said I was the same way with my brother at first. It's really sad, okay? My son, she was in 9th grade. My son, at his birthday party, he was like, do you remember when you She was like, yeah, and let's keep it cute before I go back to it. Like, don't tell my child that.
Look, I can't blame her because I had no understanding. And then my mom had 2 Capricorns. So my birthday is exactly 2 weeks after Christmas, and my sister's birthday is 9 days after mine. So
oh wow. No, now the only thing with my babies is LJ's birthday first. He's October. Mariah's birthday is November, and then Christmas comes in December. So you spending money.
So after Christmas, you're done. Oh no.
Yeah, after Christmas, yeah.
Christmas is that we get Dallas is in October. We get a few seconds to breathe, a few seconds. Then Christmas Day, 7 days from there, New Year's Day, that's Big On. 7 days from there is me. And you get 2 seconds to try to recover because Denver is February 22nd, 2/22. So
no breaks.
Not really.
No breaks. So have you guys the chat? I know most of my chat has been watching with Miss J. I want to ask like other chats. Have you guys been watching the cases? I've been following clips, but y'all know I don't love clips. I love to watch the case myself. So I'm watching the clips, but when I start back watching my cases, I have to watch it myself. I don't really like secondhand information.
So I got this new thing where I just turn on I don't even know what channel this is. I got a smart TV, and for some reason when I turn it on, it's like the news, the national news. So I just been leaving that on all day, and I'm loving it because I've been learning so much. Even though 90% of the time is Trump, I actually enjoy it because I get to experience the Trump moments for myself. Like, you know how you hear or you see clips, but like yesterday I was watching and I just was in disbelief. He was at a Hanukkah ceremony, and he said one of his people walked off that he had brought to come up. He said, don't fall, because in politics, if you fall, it can end your career. Because our last president, we know he just loved to fall. And I know them press people back there can't wait for me to fall so they can just, and I just was like, I just couldn't believe it. And I was just like, this man is
like, he would say anything.
And then he was just like, I'm like, this man really trying to get us killed, bomb, because he kept saying, I hope we can say that on YouTube, because he kept bringing up people talking about, and they love Israel, and they love Israel. And I'm just like, what is going
It just has
on?
nothing.
Because, like, I feel like as a president, I'm getting way off topic, but I say all that to say, they also played the cases.
The
They
case.
And so, but
like
I
that.
just got to say,
I was
like,
say,
he's not neutral at all. And I know you can believe what you want to believe or whatever, but like, how do you openly just be like, I support Israel as the president? I mean, I don't.
he does.
Wow.
He also, I was about to say, I also started watching shows like that, but I actually started watching one news channel a long time ago on top of my court cases. And that's when I like back when I'm gonna tell my age, but when I turned 18, I took it real serious that I was gonna be able to vote. I was crazy enough to think we can print off all the things that were going to be on the ballot and read them. Now I don't know why I thought I could read these things, but we were taking this serious when we turned 18, like we were seniors in high school. So I started watching C-SPAN and the public access channels, all the local channels, and y'all know y'all think baddies is the shit. But when y'all realize that on them like committee floors, they get to throwing blows at each other, these old congressmen and councilmen and women start to throwing stuff at each other and knocking each other upside the head. That's when I started with. I'm like, oh, they just throw one. They just throw some bows and really be serious about what they're talking about.
Yeah.
See everybody talk about this fine.
And I heard they be drinking down there too. I heard they be having alcohol in their flask, all kind of stuff. Like
that's why they be fighting. Mm-hmm. You know, somebody get too much in them, and then they say something they ain't got no business. Somebody throw a bow.
Okay, so we gonna
go ahead.
I was just gonna say we could do Fonnie last because that's what everybody wants to talk about. So let's just get these other two out the way. Miss J, you are the Brian Walsh specialist over here. Even though I finally know what's going on because I've been watching that channel.
It's crazy.
I'm so excited. I was like,
what man, crazy. Like Brian Walsh. So I was so disappointed this morning, but y'all know we were supposed to get sentenced this morning.
Wait, do a recap from last WTF, what you told us.
I don't even remember what I told y'all last.
Remember he came in.
Oh yeah, he pled guilty to dismembering a body. They won't say that it was Anna, but he pled guilty to dismembering a body and disposing of it unlawfully, and also leading the cops on a wild goose chase. So since then, we went to court and they got an opening statement, y'all, and told us, gassed us got up there, you will hear in Brian's words. So he basically said that him and his wife had a wonderful 2023. They kind of laid horizontally and did their thing biblically into 2023. And after he put it down, he went downstairs to check some emails and came back upstairs, and his wife wasn't moving. So he shook her, nudged her, and she just rolled over and fell out the bed. So he said wasn't nothing else he could do. He didn't want his kids, 2, 4, and 6, to think that he did something to her. So he just had to cut up.
But the natural causes thing is like blowing me because people die of natural causes all the time. So why would you not just call the police or the ambulance?
Well, the natural causes thing, like we could have figured that out if we could have did an autopsy. Somebody could have figured that out. The thing is, when you listen to the aspects of the case, knowing that their marriage had some strife, knowing that he was on house arrest because of his federal case. If you don't know, his federal case was of him selling fake Warhol paintings at like $80,000 a pop, and nobody's doing the research to figure it out. The color was off. I could see that through the screen. The color was off on these dang on Warhols that he was selling. He also, crazy enough, he had a scheme, scam, flim flam before that. So he had a way of knowing how. He had a way of knowing how to get himself in there, and I can't help but think that Anna figured out she was being schemed and scammed too. We also found out through Anna's friends that, and Anna's boo thing, that Brian, basically he was on house arrest because Anna was working in DC. He had told these people that he was the daily caregiver for these children, so they allowed him to stay out on house arrest while they were figuring out his case. But he knew good and damn well that they were looking for 30 to 37 months of time in jail, and he was trying to get probation. So as he was trying to get probation, he's prolonging the sentencing process. And the more he prolongs that, the more pissed off Anna is getting because she can't have her babies. I don't understand how they had, a nanny and kinder care. What are you doing? He on an ankle monitor with no GPS tracking. That was the craziest thing, one of the craziest things to me. But we go through all this, and he tries to say that she basically unalived suddenly. And next thing you know, he just had to chop her up because people was going to think he did it. So I think it was very disappointing, even though I wasn't going to believe a fucking word he said. I think it was very disappointing for them to say in the openings that in Brian's words, we were going to hear what happened, only to get to the point where it's time for the state to rest. And they say, no, he's not going to testify. And we're not putting on any witnesses.
I thought he was going to testify. Him not testifying was like, oh, okay. But the no witnesses, like nothing.
No case at all?
No case at all? Like, I just knew they were going to have someone, because a part that I did see, it seemed like his attorney was leading us to believe that there was going to be someone to testify towards the natural causes and maybe how often this occurs or something. But nothing. I said, oh,
nothing at all. Like, you just going to rest. And then
that made me ask, why were we here? Because
why are we here?
Yes, the opening statements, I was done. You're admitting to dismembering her body. And I told T this, the one thing I thought about, my mom passed at home. And when she passed at home, it was my sister and my niece there. I said, I just can't imagine my sister dismembering my mother's body and telling us, well, she didn't want us.
I ain't want nobody. I ain't want nobody to think it was me.
It made no sense. It's not logical. You know,
I would give him this. It would have made sense to me because we had your Yahoo searches, your Google searches, your Safari searches. Not one time did you say, what happened if your wife wake up dead? I called my wife's name. She ain't say shit. I shook my wife. She fell on the floor. I stroked her to sleep. I effed her so good. She ain't wake up. Like, what happened if your wife ain't answering you? What happened if you shake her real good and she ain't blinking? How do I know if somebody breathing? How to do CPR? How to resuscitate some fucking body? He did not say this bitch died. What do I do? There was no freaking search regarding her. Chop. And that's why I said he been planning.
You had to $400 in cleaning supplies. I said, what the hell did you buy?
Well, wait a minute, because Mel, when he went to the store, he had a list. Look at the video. He had a list at home.
I really can't wait. I really can't wait to watch this trial, and I can't let it go because the opening statements had me hooked. I said, oh, why are we here?
Was crazy.
Why are we wasting these people?
Why are we
if I was a juror, I would have felt so played with.
As soon as you said, oh, no, we're not putting on a case. And then to walk, let me tell you something. As a juror, I know they didn't hear this part, but you got me here at work. You know I got other work to do if I'm a prosecutor, and you have me come up in here because you claim you're going to do something, and you're going to say something, you're going to put somebody up here, and then not only do you not put on a case, but you wait till the next morning to file a motion overnight, and then we come in the next morning, and you trying to make sure I don't tell the damn jury that you promised something and didn't deliver. Well, you didn't.
So I wonder what their group chat looked like once he said, I'm not testifying and I'm not putting on the case, because I would have been like, this mother.
Why are we here?
Why? And not only that, another thing that ticked me off with him, honestly, after hearing the opening statements and, watching a few clips, was that you have small children. We know the internet is forever. Your children are going to literally watch this case. You could have pled call it a day and not put your kids through having to one day see
That's
this.
my other case. I actually felt the opposite on that one, Mel, because his kids are in custody of DCFS. Her mother was in Serbia. She was.
No, he had the kids with him when he was buying those supplies.
He did. He took one to Home Depot. They all in the background of the self checkout.
I'm sorry, them kids don't sit down, because I did hear some of the interviews. I said, Lord, them kids just moving and grooving. I said he tried to give them a popsicle, candy, fruit snacks, nothing. They just in the background.
And that one was just a cussing. When that one kept saying, fuck. I said, you know what? He said, there you go. That's what you were saying when you chop the ass up, because where is that little 2-year-old getting it from? I thought he was saying truck. No, I know. No, he's repeating what you said. He said that in the interview. Oh my God, I thought he was saying truck. No, he wasn't.
The interviews I did here were scary. Scary in the sense that this man was lying so much.
Practice.
And it felt like he sounded too calm for me. He was too calm about his wife.
Monologue.
But the man had a story for everything. You can't trust a person like that. This man had a story for everything. They were like, and what is it? Well, you know, she normally put her bags on the bed, but I do remember this time she put those bags in the corner, which is normal. That's not normal for her, because she like to put them on the bed. She put them on the bed because she heard, like it was just too much, just flying off the rip.
He practiced. And when they said she ain't making home till December 30th, and at December 27th, he was looking for the best strategies for a man to divorce somebody from DC. I said, this man, no, ain't nothing in his name. Ain't nothing his. When she got everything in DC, the properties, everything was in her name. I think, I don't even think, I really almost feel like I know.
Oh, he was going to run.
When he did this shit with his hair, I said, oh, this motherfucker's crazy. But he was in the self-checkout thing. He looked at himself and threw that hair back, shook it, and then started smiling with the kid in the background. I said, you taking a photo op while you buying the cleaning supplies?
And I mean, to be that bold, to be on cameras, not only that, to think people are stupid enough to have bought his story. Well, clearly.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's a narcissistic. It's very scary that from the behavior from the beginning to the end, like you thought you was gonna get away with this.
He almost had it. But the thing about it, you gotta think about it. Anna was a person with, he kept pointing out, dual citizenship. She wasn't from here. She had nobody stateside. The only relative she did have was a sister in Canada, and her mom was in Serbia and sick. Like, he could have really had her job not start looking for her. Nobody was looking.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was looking. Not the friends. Like, I mean, I think that her friend Jim was really, really, really hurt. But I think he set Jim up too. That's my personal opinion. Jim, the friend that he's also who introduced her to Boo Thing. But he is, I think that he set Jim up, because who have a 3-person New Year's Eve party? Who have a 3-person New Year's Eve party? It was Brian, Anna, and she invited Jim. Jim comes
down with that man.
Well, the thing is, she invites him. He stays till about 1:30 in the morning, and then by 6, he like, nah, she wouldn't have left. There was no reason she ain't leave. She like he called bullshit first, but it's just like I felt like he was setting everything up, even from the week before. The week before on Christmas Day, when he called her friend and said Anna's missing, he knew she wasn't fucking missing. He knew she wasn't missing. So when he hit her back a week later and said, I know we did this last week, but I think Anna's missing again, that was already setting it up for the friend to be like, you just pulled this last week and she just hadn't called you for a couple hours. Like, I felt like he was setting it up. He was the one doing the cooking. I feel like he put something in that food. That's my thing. I really feel like he put something in that food, but only in Anna's food. And then he had Jim there to be like, well, I'm fine. Jim was fine. Like, we're fine. Like, I think that's because there's no There is absolutely zero struggle or evidence of a struggle in any part of that house except until you get to the basement. I really feel like he put something in that food. And Jim was there to be the witness.
Someone else just said that.
Well, somebody said that he chopped the body up so they couldn't detect the poison.
I really feel like that. I truly feel like that's what it was because there's no sign of a struggle anywhere in that house. Nothing at all except for when he took her out. Like, you ain't nobody gonna just go to no basement. Like, who the fuck? I mean, ain't nobody gonna do that shit. Like, and then or not make no noise or your kids hear nothing. Like, yeah.
So do you think he was shocked when they came back with the verdict?
No, he nodded.
He was just trying to.
When they said guilty, and they said when it comes to the first degree unalive and honor wash, how do you find? And the foreman was like guilty, and he was like of first degree, blah 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 blah. And he was like, yeah. He said he just nodded his head, like
he knew he was going
to. What did you do this for? A field trip?
No,
you got fair time.
Yes.
You got about 13 years for the other shit you pled guilty
he needed to get out. The little time he could, let me get out. I get to put on clothes.
Go eat your food at the
Maybe
table.
my lawyers are going to buy me lunch. I get to do this for at least 2 weeks because the rest of my life I'm gonna be looking at 4 walls. He knew.
I hope they take that hairpiece away. I hope they take that fucking hairpiece away. I hope they do. I hope he can't have that fucking hairpiece in jail. I hope he do. And even when you look at them surveillance videos and all them self-checkouts, that he did not have that hairpiece in. He got that hair. I hope they take that hairpiece and whoop his ass because it's gonna make no dang on sense. No dang on sense. And his sentencing is in the morning. I can't.
I thought his sentencing was today.
It was supposed to be today. So both him and Latasha Daniels were supposed to be sentenced today. Brian Walsh got delayed till tomorrow. Latasha Daniels is actually they said they got to do some more paperwork about her mental condition. So she's not going to be sentenced till February. That's the lady that popped up the preacher screaming, "You broke my heart," after she popped him up. But yeah, Brian Walsh was delayed. Now they did say that they were possibly going to have to delay somewhere between they thought Thursday or Friday could be good, but they thought they could do it Wednesday. So when they said this morning that it was going to be tomorrow, I was like, okay. They kind of said that, but the judge said she wasn't going into next week, and I think that judge meant the fuck out of that. So
I mean, because she probably is ticked off. Like, I can't. People don't understand. I be telling my clients this all the time. Judges be mad when you waste time because they got so many cases. You know what I'm saying? So
this was a waste of time.
Yeah, and resources and money. And judges, I don't know what it is. I don't know what they do, but they take jurors' time so serious. Them judges they care about don't play with no juror, okay?
And you ain't put on not one piece of case, not one piece of a case, not nothing. I don't care if you would have put a Fitbit up there and said that her heart rate was up or something. You could have did something. You could have said something about this woman. You done made all of us sit up here and wait. And all of us already knew, like, pretty much knew what the case was almost about. Like, we all got more details.
Folders tomorrow. What?
He been coming in with these folders every day. And they don't have no back room, this old ass courtroom. So he walking in through the regular doors every day with these big ass locked up, chained up, with hold all these fucking manila folders.
There ain't nothing in there. What they say, probably doing what they said Alicia Andrews is doing, writing the alphabets all day.
Listen, I'm waiting to hear something about her. I'm waiting for that sentencing. They had 30 days. The state had 30 days to respond, and defense got 15 days after that. 45 days, I better know something. 2 weeks from my birthday, I better know something. But yeah, so yeah, I saw somebody say, no, she ain't trying to play cray. I don't know what Latasha Daniels is trying to do at this point, but she's still convicted of second degree. So some people say it's been 15 to 25, but then other reports are saying it can go all the way up from 15 to 60 because she used a weapon or something. I don't know.
Which one? That wasn't in Florida, was it?
No, that was the one in Tennessee.
Y'all know about the one in Florida though, where the girl flew to beat the girlfriend up.
That was sad, and that was so sad. So I saved it to watch her actual sentencing, and I'm just like, what possessed? Here's the thing that bothers me. She deserves all the time she gets.
Every piece of that
But
time.
Because why did you get on the airplane?
On the
You
way
had a
to the
whole
airport,
time. You
could have thought that whole flight.
the whole flight. You could have been like, this stupid.
This
as
ain't
The whole flight,
crazy.
the whole drive,
crazy.
walking up to the apartment.
I mean,
Walking up
because,
to
let me
the
tell y'all,
apartment.
I'm not above crashing out over somebody. I'm not gonna sit there and say that, but it's no
Oh,
way.
no,
I'm above it. Look, Kayla, it's above me. I'm gonna crash out to y'all. I might call. I'm gonna crash out to my friends. I'm gonna curse.
No. I'm gonna crash out on the man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
I'm
above.
not coming at the man.
I'm not coming at you as a woman. I don't need to talk to you.
Where is the man? Where is he at?
All of that, and now you're going to jail. The young lady has lost her life, and that
he
man
got a new
with someone else.
girlfriend.
And
That he
she's a
cheating
girl.
on now. He cheating on
It's a
somebody
pretty
else.
girl. And it was
somebody
her.
else.
I watched something where it said that the young lady like was cleaning up the apartment. You could see her on camera. She changed clothes. It's like, girl, bye.
Change into her clothes. Change into
Okay.
that woman clothes.
She put on the girl clothes.
3 hours and 45 minutes. Oh, she's talking about the that's the pastor case, right? The Little Rock to Carterville.
Yeah, but she drove to Memphis first, and then talked to him, and then drove from Memphis to Collierville, and then sat in the house and talked to his wife.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I understand having a man that you just really love, you know, all of this, but you gotta draw the line somewhere. And it's just
I draw that 25 to life. I'm not.
But that's what I'm saying. And if I'm gonna get 25 to life, it's gonna be because I did something to him.
I can't get my hair done in there.
Hey, Renee said he is engaged now.
Y'all, okay. Okay,
And
so
I
whoever's
would- and if
engaged
I
now,
was-
do
I
anybody
wouldn't
else get them
want-
vibes
whoever-
from Carlos?
I don't even want
Anybody else
if
get
you
them vibes that he about to, that Carlos dude from Chicago getting ready to be engaged?
Who is Carlos?
The Ramika Meeks, Ramika Blackman, and Quadasia Jones. You do, or they call her, Johnson. Quadasia Johnson, they call her Holly. Ramika Meeks got into a scuffle with her baby daddy, other baby mama, in front of her kids' school, and the other baby mama unalived her, popped her twice in the head, and left her in front of the school. They claimed it was self-defense even after her funeral and everything for months. And then now Quadasia Johnson, or Holly Johnson, she's been arrested now and charged with the unaliving, because they, from witness statements, and they're finishing their investigation, they're like, yeah, that might not have been self-defense. You're gonna have to go to court about this. But I think now Holly's pregnant and in jail, right? But I really feel like that Carlos, like, okay, we have to talk about this on the next WTF, because I know this ain't on this one, but do y'all not? Ramika's child was 9 years old. Holly's child with him was like 2 months old. If you look at, I got sick to my stomach when I looked at those dang on maternity photos. Identical. Like, baby, you are obsessed with this woman. Never met her in real life, but had a dang on, was filing for restraining orders against her and stuff. Like, it's just, y'all know me. I try to stay out of them until they get into a courtroom, because there's been so much going on and so many family members and stuff coming out with that stuff. But it just feels like the same thing. That man put a battery in her back. You absolutely right. That man, I feel like either he gonna get picked up or he gonna be engaged. I feel like he gonna have a whole nother woman and her butt gonna be in there fighting for her life.
All right, so we won't spend much time on this one. Miss J, while I'm talking about this, I don't know if you know about this one, because we hadn't talked about it, the Reiner. But can you pull up the funny clip so we could play them? We have to see these.
Oh, the funny clip? Oh yeah, I got 11 Alive up right now. Which clip?
Okay, you can just pick a couple. I'm gonna talk about Reiner and we're gonna move on to Fonny.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about this just because I saw it on the news channel, my news station, and I was like, what is going on? And I kept hearing people talk about Reiner. And then what really drew my attention was on Twitter. I saw that our president, y'all president, whoever president, had tweeted like an honorary post about the producer, and people was mad about that. So can y'all help me out? Why people don't like him? The dad, Bob Reiner, or whatever his name is.
No, but I saw that post because I saw Doug share it, and I think he said the man suffered from post-Trump syndrome or something.
I don't know, but everybody was like, "How dare he?" Like, I was like, "Was this man like a pedophile? Like, why did people not like him? What was he doing?"
I thought I saw something where he was kind of like, it seemed like he was with Trump then against him type thing is what I was seeing. And so people don't really love him, but I don't know for sure. The part that I got stuck on is when I seen Action Jackson is Nick Reiner's attorney. So the son's attorney is Alan Jackson in the Karen Reed trial.
I saw that. I said AJ has been in the news because you know he's been outside.
I said, y'all said Fonny Soup made y'all mad.
So okay, so just quickly, and then we're gonna go move on to Fonny. So this was a situation where I guess they're saying that the son killed, unalived the dad and mom, but he's not a child. He was 35, I believe. And they were saying that like hours before they were at a Christmas party, and it was like a formal Christmas party, and he was the only one that had on jeans and a hoodie and was very standoutish. And then people saw him and his parents arguing at, I guess it was O'Connor, whatever, Christmas party. And so also he was staying on the property at the guest house of his parents, and the sister lives across the street. And so the sister just happened to do let me go check on my parents today. And she goes in the house and she finds her parents like unalive, stabbed. And then, it's just devastating. And they're pretty much saying like, there's no defense.
I saw a family picture of them with all the children, and everybody is just showing all 32 teeth, all their good dental work. And he's sitting there like this, just staring at that cameraman. I said, you can tell. I do know that there have been some reports that he has had allegedly had some issues with substance abuse and issues with homelessness.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So that he might be have some possible alleged mental issues, and that he's just been that one, that child that's had issues. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. But I thought that possibly I just saw that family picture and I was like, I can tell which one is Nick. And I don't know these people from A Can of Paint. I know Rob Reiner movies, but I have not, I'm not that engulfed in them to know that who is what and when and how and what. Like when I seen that family picture, I was like, that one right there, sitting over there to the left, that one's Nick. You can tell. You can just tell. That is so crazy. But you said news channel said he was staying at the guest house. Yeah, he probably was having issues. And they're gonna come up in there in a hoodie.
To a formal party.
And then that man was what? Like he was damn near 80, right? They said he was like, they said he was kind of old.
Yeah, he was old. And his wife was in, I guess, the film industry too.
Oh, wow.
So that's really sad. We got the sister find the parents unalive, and the culprit is the brother. Whew. Okay.
And you lose both parents right before Christmas, and your brother did it.
Yep. Okay, so
we have to jump
show me your screen so I can. Address. Do I gotta do present or invite? Oh yeah, you gotta pull your. How I
Okay.
do it? Oh wait.
I just shared it this time. It wasn't sharing.
Oops, I did the wrong thing. How I stop it?
I don't know. I think you gotta hit the X button. Okay, there you go. Okay. I got 1,000. So 20. I said 20. Lord, that's
Wait.
okay.
I got it. Before we did this was my question too. I wanted to know who hired Alan Jackson. That's what I wanted to know. Where did the money come from?
Who's paying for it? Because mom and dad is gone. I was
Right.
wondering why the heck did AJ end up on this. Now I do understand that he is a defense attorney, and so he's going to, there's no discrimination. He's going to provide a defense if he's going to represent who he wants to represent. I have no idea. I was just wondering. My question was, where did the money come from? Because mom and dad ain't gonna finance it. You think he was on retainer already? Possibly.
But that seems like how you pay for money on retainer against the person that had you on retainer is I don't know. I feel like probate or estate or something should have called that. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, where did you watch it? Where we want to start?
Anywhere, you go ahead, take the lead. I just want to know. I hope she don't got on that same dress because I seen some clips and she had on that same.
She got on like a cream pantsuit. She got on like a cream pantsuit. I'll go back.
Because yesterday she had on that same pinstripe backwards dress.
This committee is charged
sexual assault victims.
No, she had.
All right, for those that are in attendance today, I just want to. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you.
Yeah, she got on the cream pantsuit. So I'll just say,
go ahead. At least her hair done. Go ahead.
That's what I said. I said her hair actually looks decent. But I'll start when I knew this shit was getting ready to go left. And I believe it was right around almost 11 minutes when she started telling them to get it right. And I said, okay.
You should note here that I am a state employee. I am not a county employee. I represent the Atlanta Judicial Circuit. The Fulton County DA is really slang.
Great. So
that was a common theme through here. Recognize who I am, know who I be. I'm not with the county. So don't ask me about them.
Girl, she always so mad.
So she another don't like to answer questions. She don't like to talk. I don't get it.
Oh, she was talking, but there was a common theme. Know who I am.
She was talking, but she didn't like it, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't say she don't talk.
She didn't like it. I think that was a common theme through here. I'm not a county employee. Don't mistake who I am. Know who I am. And then also, I don't trust you was a very common theme through this. Now, there was
we don't trust you.
And that was the crazy part.
And
okay.
I got an email I got to send to her tomorrow, bro. I got some issues going on, but okay.
Let me see. I think it was like 15 minutes in.
And yes, while you finished in there, also, I thought something that was interesting. I want to say funny because that y'all president said he was like, he was talking about how the Jewish people love him in Israel. He got a 99% whatever rate where they like you. He was like, but over here he only got 50%. But he know that the last election was rigged.
She's still keep saying it. Gonna keep picking with her. Let me see. I think she said something like,
"You're gonna need to show it to me, or you'll have to forgive me. I don't really trust you, so I'll have to."
that
particular testimony.
Make the screen big. You can't make it big.
She said you'll have to forgive me. I don't really trust you.
How many people did you retain from the former DA's team, and then how many people were brought in that were new?
I don't remember. I might have fired 50 or 60 people, but I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
It's the AJC did an article on she fired people, to which I told Fulton County I was going to only bring the best and the brightest. So I was always confused.
And how your Dixie spoons.
Was there a lead on your transition team?
I was the lead. I was the DA.
Okay.
Oh,
Was there another person that you consulted with more than the others?
No,
I believe Mr. Wade said under testimony that he was a part of over 90% of these meetings or decisions. Do you recall that being an approximate accurate statement as to his involvement?
I can't speak to any other person's testimony, so I'm not going to ever comment on someone's testimony. If he testified to such, you're going to need to show it to me. You'll have to forgive me. I don't really trust you, so I'll have to.
She's so
see
gangster.
That particular
Do you recall,
testimony.
Mr.
Girl,
Wade,
where's she from?
you-
She's got a right to
Compton?
finish her answer. You don't have a
Bobby?
right to cut her off.
That's incorrect, Governor. Thank you.
Y'all hear that one?
I'll be completing answer. Comment on someone's testimony.
Listen
If he
to her
testified to such, you're
representation.
gonna need to show it to me. You'll have to forgive me. I don't really trust you, so I'll have to see that particular
Do you recall,
testimony.
Mr.
But I
Wade, being
do.
Wait just a
Do you-
minute. She's got a right to finish her answer. You don't have a right to cut her off.
That's incorrect, Governor. Thank
No,
you.
sir. It is.
I'll be completing answers, so
Sure.
we should get that straight from the.
So that should show y'all exactly how this motherfucker went because we 15 minutes in.
Answers. Let's get that straight right now.
I'll be finishing
Probably
answers.
watching this.
And she did. And I said the craziest thing was, had I not known anything, like never watched anything, she would have got my ass. She would have got my ass. She better than a West Indian bullshitter. You can't bullshit a West Indian bullshitter. She
Pink backwards dress. I said, "Who is this lady?" Okay, she is holding her ground. And then shortly after that came the YSL case, and I said, "Okay, hold up," because she definitely gonna stand her ground. She's going to go toe to toe with you.
she gonna stand her ground, and
She's
she
going
gonna
to
do.
do
Let me see.
I'm so thankful that I got barred in Texas, so I don't have to go to Fulton County.
I know that's right. Congratulations again, friend.
Because
Yes.
it just makes me.
I
so
hear
sick.
that barred.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Jesus Christ, help me.
Oh, it's gonna get worse, friend. I was like, when I captured them, I was at about like 12 of them. And I said, we can't do this all day, but it's a couple of them. I'll skip from 15 minutes and goes up to about 49 minutes. Let me.
Services budget.
Okay.
Hold on.
Aware of that.
Okay.
I'm unaware if the answer is yes. I'm unaware if the answer is no. What I'm aware of is the process was turn in a bill and they would do it. You and Jim Jordan working together?
I've never talked to Mr. Jordan.
What?
Oh, this ain't her first man.
Just
I don't know
want to
about
point
that.
this,
Anybody who doesn't report people that get raped in college, I'm gonna have to disagree
just
with you
want to
there,
point this
Governor.
out here. This is you recognize the bottom form here, Fulton County.
Funny and means
Court
like
payment
me.
voucher.
I don't.
Is this you've never seen any document in this format before?
Never.
Okay. Well, this shows a number of things here. It shows what fund it was paid from here, which is 440, which is your forfeiture, the forfeiture fund account. You can see at the top the
Because
unit
we're
name
shit.
confiscated funds
And you two
for
do
this
shit.
invoice, and then here you can see that this is a
Forfeiture
payment
account.
made, and I apologize, you can't see my mouse. On the left side there, right in the middle.
That's why
you
they
can see
keep
that this was paid.
reappealing. It's gonna be a
payment to law.
negative, but overdrawn.
In reviewing for your testimony today, we just did review the bills and look through different sources of funds that were used to pay Mr. Wade. I know your testimonies, you were not aware that forfeiture funds were used. We saw Mr. Wade was paid from forfeiture funds and from the county general fund, which is Fund 100. And that's why I was getting to the uses of forfeiture funds to pay independent contractors. Do you have any knowledge of any restrictions that may be around the concept of using forfeiture funds to pay independent contractors?
I do not. It was my understanding that Mr. Wade was paid out of my professional services budget.
So as y'all can see, it wasn't even trying to catch clips. She was going and going and going. So when she said, "Oh, I don't know anybody that don't report a rapist," that like it was just flying off the cuff the entire.
Not off the cuff. Let me tell you, fun is probably me. What you do, you have to go study your opponent. Okay, you have to study your opponent. You have to be
My
and
opponent.
you throw it in there when you can throw it in there.
Maybe let me tell you something. Like I told people, I said I have always said.
She
Whenever
ain't
it
studied
start-
nothing. Somebody done studied for her. She ain't did nothing.
Either way,
But-
There
okay,
you
so-
go.
okay.
Because
accident. She knows.
I'm gonna tell you exactly who she studied, and y'all can put this all on me. Don't put it on Kayla or Mel. She studied the fuck out of Woody, because let me tell you something, baby. She was talking good shit, and then she ain't recall shit. She couldn't recall.
I was just gonna say it's a 2.0 right there. 2.0.
She couldn't recall. I said, you can't talk big shit, and then I don't recall. Like that one time she said, I'm not aware or not aware of where that came from. I don't handle that. It was always somebody else who handled it. It wasn't hers. Don't talk to me about the county. I'm not a county employee. Like it was always a deflection. But when it came to, do you not know this or do you know that? The only thing she would say is that she knew Ashley Merchant. That's the one thing she did say. But before that, she had another common theme that she was talking about throughout the whole entire thing. And that was the theme of daddy. You want to be daddy. You think you daddy.
Who is daddy?
I'm about to tell you. I listen, friends. That's why I was texting y'all when it was happening, because I was like, help me, Jesus.
Daddy.
Help me, Jesus.
Attorney, and I don't know. I believe he has defended RICO cases.
But as far as you know, he had not prosecuted.
I didn't need him for that. That's why I get to make the selection and not you.
Woo!
Has he ever prosecuted?
No, so she was talking about
cases.
Right.
My understanding this was the first felony case that he was on the prosecutor side for. Is that accurate?
I'm not sure if that's accurate. I know he did some. I believe he did some work for the Attorney General, although the Attorney General never tries as many cases as my office.
You coming with daddy? It's coming.
But different people are needed for different things. And the people of Fulton County elected me to make those decisions. And I know y'all want to come in and be daddy and create QAnon committees that will judge prosecutors and have these committees. But unfortunately for you, I won this vote by 68% this time, 87 in the Democratic, 68 the general, 72% last time. So the people of Fulton County have selected me to make these choices, and I make them. And my city and county are safer because I make them.
In the
And sat back.
The sit back is crazy.
Sit back.
Yes, I have to say this. Whatever y'all do, she just popped it on them though. Funny said. She popped it though. She popped it.
But hold on, man. Before you say that, I just want to say this. You ran against somebody who never tried a criminal case.
It don't matter. Funny said you worried about the wrong shit. She just trying to tell you what her percentages was. Now, y'all know I'm not a fan of Funny, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm never going to be mad at anybody popping that. Funny said, let me pop it. Even though we know it's some stuff behind it. Funny definitely just tried to pop it on them people right there. She
said back when she was done.
She's very
she finna sit up again. We ain't gonna go through the whole interview, but I'm like, she gonna sit up again. I think it's going to happen.
You know, the thing, they don't know how to handle her. And the thing about Funny, and what I saw during that Trump case, she's going to stand her ground, wrong, right, and different. What she feels is what she feels. And
she's just like a cheating man, you know?
Yeah, I just hate that she's above change or ridicule.
She talks it, she'd be a force to be reckoned with, and the state level would just be a playground for her. Yeah. She would be somewhere federal running circles around motherfuckers. If she could walk it like she talk it. Because
or just be ethical.
Be ethical.
And oh baby. Oh, okay. Because y'all just said the word. Okay, come on.
In your prior testimony with Miss Ashley Merchant, there was conversation around what she referred to as block billing. How would you describe block billing?
Oh, let's talk about Miss Merchant.
Let's just talk about block billing.
Not girl.
We're not.
Let's just talk about block billing.
To block billing.
The credibility of whoever's saying it is an issue.
Well, then let's just.
So I'd like to talk about what this committee did the last time we were here, and for the press, I will have 50 copies of this so each person can get a copy.
She got copies
You
for the
all,
press.
the last time y'all had a committee meeting, you all
They have no
purported
copies and
this
no
lie
discovery ready during
that I had the
YSL.
honor
Never.
of meeting Vice President Kamala Harris.
Questions about
Me,
block
no, I'm
billing,
going to
Madam
answer
Dia.
this
You need to
question.
say her
right
name right.
And when you stated that, you stated that it was me and it was Mayor Dickens. And then you put this exhibit up for the entire world to see. How disingenuous, how lacking of integrity for Miss Merchant as an attorney to put it up, and for Cowsert, who I noticed is cowardly not here, to have it here. This clearly says I'm at a Black History Month.
Cowardly not here. You went
Almost
missing
every
once y'all started
important Black
losing.
elected official
We
across
ain't seen this
the
the
country
first
was
time we
invited to it.
seen you.
I'm on the lawn with a cocktail, and yet y'all tell the world I was sitting down with the vice president having a meeting. It was a damn lie. And this is the evidence of it. And y'all had the audacity to put it up on a screen as if you were showing something other than the DA was having a
How is this
cocktail on the lawn.
professional?
I
How
have
is this
never even had the
professional?
honor of meeting Vice President Kamala Harris. Never.
How would you define
I don't want to
block
be a
billing?
Black woman right now.
Girl, she get to curse
Like
like
somebody
this.
who didn't know what
I
the
don't
hell
want
they
to
were
be a Black woman.
Hold
Can I
on, y'all
not be
missed
a
it
Black
because he
woman
went
for
right
1
back to
second?
it. Hold on, y'all. Listen how she in that one.
Saying it as an issue.
Piss me off on the live
Yeah,
again. I'm coming over here with a piece of paper just like
almost
this.
every important Black elected official, like somebody who didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
There it go. So what he
Where-
said after she got finished talking was, okay, and how do you define block billing? And she said, like, somebody don't know what the hell they was talking about. That's how she ended that exchange. I wish we could have watched it live.
I'm gonna tell you.
We gonna have to watch. I'm watching this live.
I gotta watch it live
I'm getting on-
myself.
I
You
got
have
to.
to watch it live. It was absolutely insane.
I'm telling you right now. Piss me off again. Do something on the internet about me again. I'm going to have screenshots. And I'm holding them up like funny the whole live.
So I got one more clip, but I'm gonna stop there at this next clip because this is something different than what we've seen. But she's going to get into this. I don't want to go further into it if y'all are going to watch it live, because she's going to get so crazy. First of all, she makes a mention of 1948 multiple times. And she keeps telling them, you want me to go back to 1948 when a Black woman couldn't prosecute certain people, and I ain't gonna do it. She then told them,
and if 48, I'm sorry, what's her significance for 48?
I don't know, but she says 1948 at least 2 times. I'm thinking it was 3, if I remember.
Her dad was born
at least twice.
Maybe
I know she said it at least twice because I had links here, but she said that at least twice, but I think she said it 3 or 4 times. She also made a statement that, and if Trump do it again, I'm going to RICO his ass again. I got the motherfucker that wrote the RICO book, literally.
Did she say MF? I'm sorry. Did she say MF?
No, she didn't say MF, but she's saying like he wrote the book.
I'm like, MF is just no, she just went too damn far.
Too far. No, MF was me.
But I mean, you could say it in tone, though. You could say it in tone.
But the tone was there.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to say, if you think that when she testified, when she ran up in there before they even called her name and had her legs kicked back and her legs.
But is this the same thing that she was avoiding? The same thing that she was subpoenaed for?
It was the whole
wasn't
thing
showing up.
Forward, and she didn't show up the first couple times. Last time they continuing same day.
This was because she was saying the subpoena wasn't valid. So first she was challenging the subpoena, saying they didn't have the authority to subpoena her.
And then they told her that they really didn't, because technically she's considered the executive branch. And so they would have as much power as them subpoenaing Trump, is how they were trying to explain it. But I mean, why wouldn't you show up? If somebody don't show up for your subpoena, you're going to put them in jail. So why would we not be at least showing people how to respect the office? That part I didn't get. But what she did do is let them know what they could do. Let me see if I can find it. Did this go to 102? It did.
I can't believe it.
This was 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Yeah, but we only an hour in, and trust me,
she talked for 3 hours and 42 minutes.
They did go to break for a while. Maybe that was probably about 20-30 minutes, but I will say I skipped from 15 minutes to 49 minutes. It was going down. Okay. And then when she took a break, the first break was because her representation, the old governor, said, I'm old. old men need a bathroom break about every hour. Y'all have me sitting here. I need to get up. He literally said that. So they went and took a break. When they came back, she's like, I might not be old, but 54-year-old women need a bathroom break and now. And they let her take a break like on that note. So it was like, oh, shit. Okay, I'll play this last one.
I don't review those documents, so you're asking me to look at documents that I haven't for the first time. What I can tell you is that I allowed Mr. Wade to bill 160 hours a week, and then Mr. Wade would be the first one in the office making sure that my staff arrived. He corrected their behavior. They thought that 8:30 meant 8:30. He taught them that 8:30 means 7:45. He got there before them. He left after him. How to do this case.
Why didn't I lost her damn mind? 8:30 never means 7:45 when I'm clocking, because if you're not paying me for 7:45, why am I there?
And you can't get overtime if you're
Funny and waiting and lost their damn mind.
Oh, baby. Let me tell you something.
Now, maybe if you want trial during the trial week, maybe something.
Listen, I'm gonna finish playing it, but when I'm telling you she stood 10 toes down for her man, and this ain't the only clip of it. Baby, let me tell you something. Okay.
And he was a leader to that team and a public servant. And for that, him like me has been threatened thousands of times. You want something to investigate as a legislature? Investigate how many times they've called me the N-word. Why don't you investigate that? Why don't you investigate them writing on my house? Why don't you investigate the fact that my house has been swatted? If you want something to do with your time that makes sense, and you can use all this in your campaign ad, you attacked Fonnie Willis. What have you done, sir? Nothing.
So I'm going to refer you to the screen. I know you said
I love it.
He was not going, but he kept saying to her, like, he kept going back to the question. But what he kept telling her over and over and over again is that, like, listen, we're going to go back and sing. Like, we're going to go back to this question that I actually.
Wait, hold on. She said, he asked her, he said, well, when Ashley Merchant, let's talk about Ashley Merchant in block billing. She said, let's talk about Miss Merchant. He said, no,
let's talk about her. He said,
no. What'd she say? Since you brought her up, let's go.
No.
And then after he got finished, he said, and so what is block billing? And she said, it's something a damn idiot. Well, that's what she said there, because he went right back to billing. I will say, y'all will rather enjoy this. Y'all, I know, Mel, I know how y'all are going to get. Y'all going to have to stop it, because not only do she stand 10 toes down for everything that Nathan Wade did, he was the best thing that ever happened to this office. As y'all can see, he taught them how to tell time correctly. He taught them how to work. He was there before them. He was there after them.
So what's your job? Because according to you, you are the lead. You said, first of all, you just said, when they said who was the head or the lead responsible, you said, me.
Say her
with the lean. So she does go into, now I will say this, the endorsements and the commercials turn crazy. I know that sounds crazy. Hear me again. The endorsements and the commercials got crazy. So whoever it was that she said was the cowardly one that didn't show up is apparently running for attorney general. And she said, if y'all got any sense, and if y'all listening to me, because I know the people of Georgia are behind me because they voted for me the way they did, vote for such and such, such and such. I can't remember the name, but she said exactly who to vote for, because this coward ain't even show up, and kept running his name through the mud. Not only that, when they started going through her vendors and who she's paying, she said, anybody that's running for office, I suggest you get with this marketing crew. They buy media ads. And since I won by 72% here and 69% here and 87%, I think you ought to put them in your budget too. Oh, baby, commercials.
I'm sorry. I know she up there clear.
She popped it on him. Now, the one thing
let me tell you, her attitude definitely gives. Nobody can't touch this. Like, and that's my issue with her. She's above everything. That's my issue with her.
She thinks so this is my thing. I wish she would have walked in there like, I'm this state elected official, Madam DA, come at me correct. Put some respect on my name, rather than popping her shit like she was running the spades table. Because At
Well,
that
it's like I hate to see her on the space tape. I ain't gonna lie to you.
listen, go. That's the end of the. She gonna have a family at odds,
I'm
baby.
not gonna lie to you. I hate to see her the space tape, but y'all
Because
know,
at the end of the day, some of the things.
Poker, spades, all of it.
if you follow me, you know my auntie talk noise, but I don't know if my auntie got anything on funny because funny looks like she cuss all the time.
I think she was already in there on that one, y'all.
Mommy, I can't kiss. Came in like she wear black forces. That's what it's giving. That's what it's.
I mean, this the thing. Don't get me wrong. I feel like as a prosecutor, defense attorney, a civil attorney, or whatever, there are times when you know that you don't got nothing in your hand, and there are times when you know you are dead wrong for your client. Okay, that does not mean cross the line where you become unethical. There's a difference between negotiating and pulling someone's leg, or doing whatever to advocate or to be a I guess to be a litigator. But when it comes to the point of you crossing the line of being ethical and then just being nasty, there's a way to advocate. Even if Fonnie could have been likable, first of all, sit up straight, pull your shirt down.
The gangster lean. Funny. Every time I see Funny, and then I think about the YSL trial, I'm reminded that it starts at the top. It starts at the top. Her prosecutors, they're taking cues from her because the way Funny acts, I can't think. When she was leaned back in their chair with that attorney, I thought about nobody but Miss Love.
And the thing about it is, they probably feel one or two ways. They probably feel like this is their role model, or this lady, I could do whatever I want to do because she ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's either one or two. It's either I'm gonna act like this and I know I'm gonna get away with it because of who my leader is, or I'm gonna act like this and I'm gonna get away with it because she ain't talking about nothing.
Listen,
and I know more than her.
I'm gonna act like this. Either way, I'm gonna act like this.
That's exactly what we talked about today. Because I said I would have loved, like, if I had never seen her or her office in action, she would have got a vote from me. And then,
and
to
she
be
definitely
honest,
had that money under that bed.
The person who she was running against made them think she ain't that bad. You know what I mean? Like, so they went ahead and went with it. She talks a good game. She can bullshit you. It's just that we know that, and I said this earlier, from watching, starting with the YSL case, and I always tell people, my father, my stepbrother, my stepsister, they all lived in Atlanta around the time of the Rashard Brooks case, and how quickly she reacted, how quickly she became transparent, how quickly she released that footage. I was like, oh my God, like, they needed her there. And I think that's like probably right around the time she took office. But after I saw the YSL case, I couldn't believe it was the same person. But it's just like, if you're talking that good and I'm not watching that case, I'm not paying attention, I don't understand, I'm just only going by what you're saying, I'm going to be with you. But I can only think that watching that case, that Love and Hilton and everybody else that did the sideways ass shit that they did, they only did it because the fish stinks from the head down. They either knew they weren't going to get in trouble for it, they were going to get applauded for it, or nothing was going to happen to them. There's no way anybody in their right mind put their pockets in jeopardy for some bullshit. If you knew you could possibly get in trouble or possibly lose your job for what you were getting ready to do, you would think twice. They never thought twice. Nobody even felt even embarrassment by the fact that y'all about to watch some
sit there and say
video
to a witness on the stand, pop your shit.
Because they knew they weren't going to get, and so it's like at some point in her brain, and I said this earlier when I was watching it, I believe in her brain, she thinks she's still that person that when she took over, she was all for the right things, or maybe the way I thought she handled from outside looking in, the Rashard Brooks or what have you. But I don't, like, she really thinks at this point, I feel like she thinks she's justified. Oh, they in the mud, let me get in the mud with them. And as long as she claims that she's part of the prosecution and the elected DA, she can just be as criminal as the next and don't give a fuck about what happens in between people. Like, don't give a fuck about their constitutional rights, don't give a fuck about what's going on in the courtroom, don't give a fuck who she dragged through the mud. She just don't give
any other elected DA would have been in there trying that case themselves. Any other elected DA would have tried that case.
Where was she at? Like, you talk about somebody's a coward for not showing up. Where was your ass at? Besides responding to that one email from somebody in damn, what was it, Australia?
Germany.
Something?
And then throwing Memphis out in the mix. Why you throw Memphis in the mix?
Like, where was you at? Like, you were nowhere to be found. These people were drowning.
After you got them people in jail and did your press conference with your backward stuff on, we ain't heard from you no more after it started going down. But here's the thing. You should have been in there from the beginning. As a leader, even if you wasn't there every day, you should have came in there and sat next to your team and supported your team. Then to say, this is the thing. Let me tell you, I don't like a lot of stuff that she did, and I tell this story all the time. I gave to her campaign the first time. I worked on the campaign. I made phone calls. I had a yard sign, all of that. Whoop-de-doo. But once I started seeing what was going on, even before this case, the DA's office had changed. Everybody was fired, like she said. I ain't know nobody. The turnover rate was high when Mr. Howard was there, but the turnover rate, every time I walked into a courtroom, it was a different DA. I couldn't move nothing. I couldn't get nothing done. This was before I even knew what was going on in 1C. I knew something was different. Then I see this going on, but then here's the thing. You get on the news and say, it was a wonderful time. That's when I knew.
And what was wonderful about it?
That's when I knew.
I still want to know what.
I mean, I knew.
Pisses me off. What was wonderful about that? Do the taxpayers feel that way? That case was drawn out for no reason.
Do your staff feel that way? Do your victims feel that way? Do your victims' family feel that way? I almost went to jail. A whole bunch of lawyers went to jail, disrespected. You got almost 5 different judges that had to be involved in the case out of 12.
Yeah, you could tell. And like I said today, and I did say today, I was like, you know what? Has she popped her shit like that in a professional manner? Because that's the other thing. You're supposed to be the epitome of what this office is. And so you expect people to show up when you or your office sends a subpoena, but you don't show up when there is one. Like, even if you could say in a roundabout loophole type of way that executive branch, I don't have to show up or you can't subpoena me, just for the sheer fact that you want people to respect subpoenas, you should show that you should respect one. She never showed up. She showed up when she wanted to, and then she showed up like this. This was, in my opinion, more than 5 times as bad as the last time she testified. The way y'all will see, the way she stood to.
Why does she have to curse?
She kept cursing.
I don't understand that,
but she kept standing 10 toes down. And the crazy thing is, like, I was going to ask you that too today. I didn't even look it up today because I said I was going to ask Kayla. Nathan Wade was a judge?
Maybe a magistrate. No, she was a judge.
No, she said something about Judge Wade today. She said Prosecutor Wade, something Wade, something Wade, Judge Wade. She said judge. And
maybe
I was like,
he was like a magistrate or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Like
I was just
what
like,
she was.
To me, it was just like, you keep showing up the way you shouldn't show up. If I walk in there, it's going to be elected official, D.A. Jefferson, Madam, if you're nasty. You're going to refer to me a certain way when I walk into your presence, and I'm going to address you a certain way. She keeps, y'all will see when y'all watch it live. She keeps putting on for Nathan Wade, and it's like you're putting on for him like you're addressing him the way I started addressing him as head of household. If that man is fucking Judge Wade, the honorable, like, if I need you to, if I'm in a certain situation and I need you to respect my husband for what he is, I'm not referring to him as Big Unc in every room. You feel what I'm saying? If he's a judge, it's going to be Judge Jefferson, the honorable Jefferson. You know, you're not going to get that out of me. I'm not going to give you, I promise you, boo boo, when it should have been per my last email. She was just showing up like they was at the spades table. And I was just like, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, because even how you going to sit here and say, yeah, let's talk about Miss Merchant. Like, girl.
Bro, she can't.
Like,
Like Ashley
through this entire thing with her
And then,
representation.
then you keep talking about you not with this man and y'all ain't seeing each other. We keep seeing y'all in the airport with your braids and your, like you said,
daughter get a ticket.
I'm about to say, when that daughter got that ticket, that man jumped out that car like
body
head
cam,
of household.
stepdaddy. Then not even just that, you talking about you weren't with the president, VP. You was on the beach. We know you was on the beach. We saw you on the way there with
Let me tell you
honorable
something.
white.
Vacation braids, girl.
Let me tell you something. If a man ever say under oath that I was in his phone as Gorilla Grip P, we ain't gonna never be seen in public ever again. I don't care how much I'm hunching on that man. You will never be seen next to me. You got to catch a different flight, and I might put your ass on Frontier. You not catching a flight with me.
Gorilla Grip P. Like, and
Wait.
I am who I am.
need the backstory because I can't remember. Is that what she was saving his phone as?
Saved
Yes.
in
And he
Nathan
said that on the
as
stand.
Gorilla Grip. On
This
the
lady-
stand. You ain't have to say that.
Gorilla Grip.
You said she was in my phone as a contact.
And then you said you never been to her house, but we pinged you at her house over 22 times. I
Getting
think.
that Gorilla Grip.
Then not even just that. When I just sit here and think about over this time that her administration, how many lawyers have been thrown in a crossfire in that case, in YSL, and this and that and that. It's so many lawyers that have been.
I'm just gonna tell y'all. I ain't gonna say the words, but I'm just gonna tell y'all. The same way I feel like she should have been defending Nathan Wade's resume. Because the one thing she did say was he had been practicing law for over 25 years. She should have been the way she should have been defending his resume is the way she was defending Dexter Q. Bond's resume. Male.
Sorry, on Dexter Q. Because I still believe he got up. But again,
he showed his ass.
He looked just like Funny to me.
He did. He showed his ass.
There you go. The fish stinks from the head down. They only gonna do what she showed them that she's going to allow. And the way she acted.
You know, when he got off that stand, he probably got a high five. You did that. No, you didn't.
Y'all, I would just say this.
I just think
that meeting was 3 hours and 42 minutes. Maybe 20 to 30 minutes of it might have been a break.
Okay.
When I say we only made it to an hour and 2 minutes,
did
and
she watch this? Do she watch herself? Do she go back and be like? Because if I went back, I would have been like, "Damn, I ain't have to take." But it's like so many times where you could have went back. And this is the thing: if I go in a room full of people that don't look like me, if I go in a room full of people that don't look like me, baby, I'm finna. First of all, what you had on was good for you, but it wasn't good enough. Okay. Let's just start right there. You should have had enough. You gotta put that.
Said even if she would have a squeaky clean record, even if she would have she do got on a pantsuit. She gonna stand up and walk out. They gonna catch the other. I think where else was I watching it?
Okay, well that looked like you going to initiation for
AKA or something. Yeah. She looks like she's going to a repass.
Yeah, you know I don't like though. I see them online now. I just saw. I don't really like this particular person. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't like them. It's just a little iffy. But they're posting about her purse and how much her purse costs, and I'm like, why? She makes money. It's a Louis Vuitton purse. Like the lady makes.
Baby, you supposed to have a Birkin. You're supposed to have a Birkin.
I thought I was going to see a Birkin, Kayla. I thought I was going to see a Birkin.
Tell the truth. That pantsuit was fighting. Them pants was fighting for their life, baby. She looked 5 months pregnant. There was no way she should. But I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna be done with it. I feel like even if Fonnie was 100% on the up and up, she did things with integrity and everything else. You were not going to walk into that particular room and be aligned with anybody because that was a fully Republican committee and you're a Democratic person. Like you're representing exactly. So there was no way, even if you were on the up and up 110%, y'all were not going to align. So that was already set from the get-go before you walked your ass in there. But then you walk in there like you slapping down cards on a spades table.
Okay, so we gotta go. I gotta go. My baby crying. But I just want to say, let me finish saying what I had to say. Because it's just when I walk into rooms that look like that, and you know, I don't know what she got going on, But me as a 35-year-old Black woman attorney, and I've been practicing 10 years this year. For the past 3 years, I have been extremely intentional in putting myself in rooms that I don't look like anybody else and that I'm uncomfortable. So if it ever comes down to it, I know how to carry myself. I'm not sure if she's ever done that, because now that I think about it, most of her legal career has been in the Fulton County DA's office. She's been top of, I'm sure she had to work her way up, but for most of the past recent years, you were high ranking. Like I tell people all the time, when she used to walk through the office, she used to have on no shoes. She used to walk through the office with no shoes on, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I liked her still because she was still true.
Backwards. I get it.
She was still true to herself.
She's still someone who's gotten here, and you still have to respect that.
Exactly.
I always have my respect for that.
Exactly. And I still thought that she was, she's always been who she was. So like Miss J said, it's one of them things where if you don't know, you don't know. So I used to always be like, oh, I want to be like her. She da 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 da. Oh, yes. But seeing something like that, it just makes me want to be even better. That's why I join organizations that are not just all Black people, or, you know what I'm saying? It's not just about race, but it's about, you should have a wardrobe for the office, for the other people, for our people, for the Christmas party. You should have a hairstyle for this, for that. This the last thing I'm gonna say, even with the whole YSL and the this and that, baby, well, let me tell you, if you know that 8:30 means 7:45, that means at 7:45, my makeup artist would have been in my office every single day doing my makeup and somebody touching my hair, because I would have presented and it's not just about the way you look, but I would have presented myself in a way that at least people like me, because at least I'm cute. Your hair don't even be done.
It was. I will give her that. It was today. She did look decent today, and that was the first thing I was like, please don't go in here looking crazy. But I think that I was looking at it, and y'all know I went to a couple of events with other organizations and stuff like that, and it's just like you see so often that not just grown women, but young girls are taking their cue, and nobody knows how to dress for the occasion anymore.
Funerals, people coming there. Why people don't know how to dress for funerals?
These babies' homecomings, and so when the baby has an interview or this, that, and the other, you wonder why. Like I tell people all the time, back at the time when I used to do interviews, I don't do them no more. But folks walking in a sheer shirt, and you gotta act like you don't see it. Like y'all don't understand what that do to a person. I just want to take you outside and say, what the hell is your problem? Get your ass.
Even in the courtroom, sometimes I will pull young ladies aside and say, don't wear that in the courtroom no more. My client, not my client, my client's family. Even when it's just a family member, I'm telling you, you represent that defendant. So imagine having to stand up and speak and say, oh, he can come live with me. And you got on your arms out.
T-shirt with weed flowers all over.
And flip-flops. In this lady courtroom.
And then if you do put a suit on, you look like the hanger. It's just hanging off you. I'm serious. Like it's so many times I always say people walk into courtrooms looking like they going to a funeral. Like y'all can make sure y'all got clothes for the club. You can make sure you got clothes for your little concert. But when it comes to an interview or a court date, you borrowing your uncle's funeral, like suit. You just look like the shit just hanging off of you. I'm so sick of it. I had a little girl come to me the other day and was like, I just want to know, I got my piercings in. Is the left side or the right side the classy side? You got holes in your face. There's no classy side, but it's just like somebody has honestly told this baby there's a classy side. And they look
like dermals?
Yeah, she had piercings all in her face.
Okay, y'all. Well, we can go on for days. Y'all, I gotta go. My baby crying, but happy Christmas.
We didn't even announce the families.
Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on.
We gotta reach out to them, or you want to reach out to you, or?
Oh yeah, we can do that. I can message my person.
Okay, so go ahead, announce yours.
Okay, so again, I did my spin the wheel for my person. Shout out to Mr. J. My person is, hold on, I gotta get to it because I want to make sure I say the name right.
I gotta go back to the results. Okay.
Okay, so my person Instagram name
Make him a bottle. Go get a bottle.
Neek _
Wait, who is your person?
Call her Neek _
Can you
I'm about to say, I
type it?
think I sent you the link of my person. My person's name was Mrs. Pink at Summer Monroe.
Summer's not on here either. Summer's not on here either. There she go. Okay, I thought I saw you on here, India. Thank
Baby.
you guys so much. I was like, this is too tough. So shout out to Miss J for the spin the wheel.
I went and got the app.
She
So I
said,
was like,
oh my God, this is too much. She said, put it in the app. I said, that's the best way.
because I don't want to be like, oh, I picked. Nope, I stuck all the links. I didn't even put the names. I put links all in that thing.
Happy
And
holidays, Raynette.
Okay, my person is DEEDEEJ, Deandra J.
go ahead, dear.
I know. Congratulations. I don't think I know that name.
I want to say I've seen it.
India, I'm going to message you once I get with Kayla to see how we do everything, and then I'll message you.
I'll probably have you guys message the WTF Instagram page.
Yes.
We'll
That's
post it. But congratulations. The link up. Hold on. I had the link if you guys want to donate more toys. I love Christmas, y'all. I be wrapping Big Unc's gifts. I be making him unwrap them. He be so irritated.
When I tell y'all, when I tell you guys, I'm ready for Christmas. But y'all know we had my Friendsmas last weekend.
That was cute.
It was so much fun. When I tell you guys, it was me all night, T.
All night.
Like this all night. When I tell you, it was so much fun. I mean, I'm happy I did it because I've been sad and I was going to cancel, and then Aaron and Ashley were coming from out of town, so I'm like, I can't cancel. I wanted to, and I'm happy I did. It was so much fun. Oh, look at him! Hi, Seven.
Q about to be so mad.
He's so handsome. Hey, Seven. Right, so he's 2 months now, Kayla.
The baby on here.
Laura. She said the baby on here. Laura.
Because he gets so mad. Kayla ain't sending no more pics. Why she only send them to you? He be really feeling some type of way when I get pics at 7. I ain't see that pic because it ain't on the internet yet. That's why.
Y'all look at him.
Look, and here he come. Got off the game. Listen, he be looking for the baby.
Sitting like he a big boy.
Wow.
He is sitting up like he's a big boy.
Come here. You want to see the baby?
I can't see the baby. My ovaries can't take it.
Oh.
Oh,
Hell.
He's sitting up. That's
he
crazy.
is.
What you looking at?
What are you looking at, Kayla?
I don't know.
You got a fan up there?
No, usually that's what he's looking at. I don't know. Maybe just looking at the light.
He said, I see something. Oh, look at those chunky cheeks.
Listen, Yates, you have one for me.
Mean self.
Hi. Look at these crazy people. We all thank you. Oh,
You gotta message your person.
Okay, yeah. I tried. I made sure they followed everything.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys.
And we'll do a poll, so make sure you're subscribed to the WTF page. Hopefully we can get a picture of each family with the gifts that they got or whatever. That would be nice.
that would be so nice. Oh, all the babies getting Christmas. I love it.
All right, thank y'all so much. It's not too late to donate. I'm not going to ship everything until Friday. So
thank you guys so much for donating. We appreciate it.
Yes. Oh,
Bye,
just wants to say bye, y'all. Please.
Hey, Hendrix.
bye.
Hey, pretty girl. Bye-bye.
I'll be like Hendrix when I get grown in my heels
I know that's right. Me too.
all night.
Step in my stiletto.